People tend to like opposites of what they already have.
I'm not gonna lie, if this is true, oh, this shit about to be crazy. Yo, welcome back to the room, back at another video. Today we're gonna be reacting to 6ix9ine just ruined Steph Curry in one move by O'Shea Duke Jackson. Before we get into this video, make sure to sub, like the video, and comment if you feel like it. Let's get straight into the video.
The relationship between Ayesha Curry and Steph Curry is definitely polarizing, but it wasn't always like that. At first, Ayesha Curry was the kind of pick-me wife, staying at home.
Whoa. Go ahead and sub before I do something I don't want to.
Never wearing revealing.
I'm telling you, bro, once that 40 hit, things start to change, bro. You start to realize, like, damn, am I cool with this dynamic?
And doing whatever she could to show Steph some respect. But ultimately, that did change. And it changed dramatically. We started to see Ayesha Curry go from being a big-time supporter of Steph to resenting him in real time. And statements like this were red flags.
Something that really bothers me and honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that, yeah, there are all these women throwing themselves, but me, the past 10 years, I don't have any of that.
And I already reacted to a video about this in the past, but that's the concept I don't understand. Why, as a wife, do you want to receive male attention if you have a husband? I never understood that. Your husband is the male attention. Is that not the point of a husband? That you don't want any more male attention?
This sounds weird, but male attention.
So here you have a woman complaining that she doesn't get attention from other men, but she wants it. And then Kevin Samuels had to get on her.
She married a guy that she thinks she's better than. And honestly, she's jealous of him. She's jealous because I'm sitting at home, pumped out 3 kids, and he's on TV every day. He's getting all the fame. He's getting all the red carpet treatment. He's getting all this. And only time she gets attention is attention that he deflects to her. We wouldn't know about Ayesha Curry if it wasn't for Steph. He tries to put her in the spotlight. He tries to put her in front and center. And guess what? If she had what it takes, she'd already be there. And that's what's not being told.
Woo! Now, Kevin.
Hey, that boy, he tells only the truth. He tells only the truth. That's facts. You know what I'm saying? That's facts.
Kevin always had the gift of,
instead of taking the opportunity, right? Being Steph Curry's wife means that you have more opportunity than almost anyone in the world to do anything you want, but you just decide to be jealous instead. What that say about you?
Bringing things out to the open that some of us wouldn't have thought about. And he says it very clearly. If she was really that chick, she would already be on, but she's not. And you're upset that you're not on. And then even now, as you've seen in the past with some of her interviews, she's talking about how she regrets being, a wife,
look at my goat.
a mother. She had other things that she wanted to do. And, well,
it's healthy. It's healthy to, in front of a bunch of strangers in a public setting, to talk about how your husband just kind of doesn't get it and how it's much harder for you to not have been able to pursue your dreams that were.
And I never understood that. You can still pursue your dreams. Is Curry saying, oh, you have to stay at home? He's not saying all that. He's just saying that he's not saying all that. In fact, you have an even higher chance than most to reach your dreams because you have Steph and Curry supporting you on anything you want to do. Why don't she see it that way? She wants to be above him. She don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? That's the issue.
Literally only that, dreams. There was nothing in your reality that looked like you were about to be in the trajectory of becoming a C-suite executive.
Woo! Yeah, again, this is the problem with Ayesha Curry. She's acting as if she was going to be this big-time celebrity if she had not met Steph Curry. That's the issue. But hindsight is 20.
Bro, if it wasn't for Steph Curry, we wouldn't even know who she is. That's what she don't understand.
That you would have done X, Y, and Z.
No offense to her. She did her own stuff. You know what I'm saying?
But really, if I wouldn't have went to Grant High School, I would have became the #1 point guard in the city of Sacramento.
Stop the cap.
But again, these things with Ayesha Curry kept coming about, and almost, it seems like almost every few months she goes on to some podcast and she's really, really disrespecting Steph Curry. And to Steph Curry's point, he's nothing like Ayesha Curry. He's very respectful. He never talks about her in a, devastating way or in a pejorative way, despite the fact that she does this. And this is what has caused so many women to question her.
But at this point, you're embarrassing him because it's like every interview you want to.
Bro, every interview she like, oh man, these kids, I didn't even want to be married. I just have these dreams that I want. Like, bro, you can still do all of that. But I ain't gonna lie, regardless, right? If you have dreams that you wanted to achieve, what does that have to do with you putting down your husband? You know what I'm saying? You don't have to put him down every interview to say, you know what I'm saying?
Then let somebody else marry him. Let somebody else live the lavish lifestyle. Let somebody else make him happy. What you thought was gonna happen marrying a basketball player? You thought he was gonna be home every single day? No, bro. That's what comes with the game. I would be meal prepping for that man, doing everything he gotta do. You on interviews talking about how, in other words, you're miserable. You act like you wanna go cheat.
Now, this lady is interesting because she's saying something that a lot of ladies think. Why don't you just leave the guy, let somebody else marry him, and take care of him? I mean, that's just what you should do, because every time you're talking about this guy, you are insinuating the worst. And it also seems like you're a lady who wants to cheat. Now, again, guys, people have been speculating this for a long time on the internet. Like, Ayesha Curry is, showing her body off. She's losing all this weight. She's hanging out by herself in Toronto. Like, clear.
I seen that photo with her and Drake. She's just been, it's like she's doing it's almost like she wants him to see this and divorce her. It's almost like she's trying to get him to divorce. You know what I'm saying?
Lady feels that she's lost out, so she wants to experience certain things. And I believe that because she has a husband like Steph Curry, let's say, for example, that she was to cheat, she's probably betting on the fact that, okay, well, he's not going to leave me if I do cheat. It doesn't matter. Woo! But again, the signs are there. If a woman is talking about this sort of stuff kind of out in the open, and especially if you are a high value man, you are a man that makes a lot of money. And again, Kevin Samuels was saying the same thing deeper into that video. She doesn't respect the position that Steph Curry has. While we are so enamored by the fact that he's the greatest shooter of this generation, he's an excellent basketball player.
Greatest shooter of all time.
Look at him in the same vein, and that's the issue. But he looks at her as if she's the best thing since white rice. And so now these rumors have continued to, kind of fester about, both of them, her willingness to stay in the marriage, speculating when the marriage is going to end because most people think it will end soon, and all of that. But nobody ever had any confirmation of infidelity happening until...
Who is the biggest name girl you've ever fucked?
If I lie, do I get sued for defamation?
Who's the most famous girl you ever fucked?
Yes,
Ayesha Curry.
Wow.
Hey now.
So Tekashi 6ix9ine goes to Neo's stream, and Neo asks him, who is the biggest star that you've ever clapped cheeks with? And he says, well, am I going to get sued? And, he then goes out to say it's Ayesha Curry. Now, I don't know if this is true. And
bro, 6ix9ine has never lied, bro. If anyone for this to be true, it'd be him. I'm not gonna lie. I've never seen 6ix9ine lie before.
And this is for sure. That Tekashi 6ix9ine, on almost every female that he has dealt with, has some level of receipts that he can prove to say that he did this. And he typically shows somebody like DJ Academics. He typically shows, people in the industry. All right,
bro, what is that cut though?
But let's say that he's not trolling, and this rumor gets out there, people believe it. Well, then why would they believe this sort of rumor? They would believe this sort of rumor because simply of how she behaves. It's believable. And so this is what I kind of want to tell to women out there, you know, that you are in a relationship with a guy and you can be faithful to the guy. But if you're the person that has an attitude like Ayesha Curry has, and it's bad and it's terrible, and you're humiliating your man in the public, it is so easy for somebody to go out and say, you know what? You as a lady are exhibiting all these qualities. So yes, it's true. You are doing this to Steph. Now,
the fact that it's even believable is a knock on her. The fact that it's even believable is like, you know what I'm saying? If you said this about LeBron, if he said this about LeBron James' wife, nobody's believing that for even a second. Let's be honest.
you can come out and get in front of it and say it's not true, but people would like to believe this because typically Tekashi 6ix9ine, from what I know, doesn't like really lie on himself, but you've put it out there by how you acted. And so now everybody can go and say, oh, she's cheating on her husband, and he can get mad about it and like, yo, my wife isn't cheating on me. Stop the show, although he wouldn't know.
Woo!
But if you didn't want people to even believe that, then why do you act the way you do?
I'm telling you, bro.
All had to do was act like a lady.
Girls are sneaky. If they cheat on you, you'll never know. You'll never know.
And be respectful to your husband and to not drag or dog him. And then if somebody were to say this, you slept with a Steph Curry's wife, hey, we would easily be able to shoot that down. Like, what? Like, no, there's no way that she did that he's lying. And let me tell you this, he wouldn't even try it either, because people just wouldn't believe him, and he know it wouldn't be true. And let's say, for example, it was true, he'd had to show undeniable evidence. Now, in this case, we're most likely not going to get undeniable evidence, and he could get sued if it's false. But the reality is that she's been acting like this the whole entire time. And so
it's believable.
People are going to have a right to go and run with this particular story, although I can't verify the validity of it. Now, if it is true, this is where it's going to be crazy. You see, people tend to like opposites of what they already have.
I'm not going to lie. If this is true, oh, this shit about to be crazy.
Let's look at Ayesha Curry, for example.
That was for the little intro.
If this were true, fundamentally, it would prove something. That she wants the provider guy, who is Steph Curry. He's safe. He's an NBA All-Star. He's a man that's a Christian, all of this stuff. A man that checks all the boxes, pays the bills, but a man that you may not find exciting, a man that you feel is holding you back. He's giving you a good soft life, but obviously there's something that you could do in the streets. So you're missing that part of the streets. Okay? Now, if that woman goes out and gets a dude that's completely different from the man that you are, if she's having a sex relationship with him, then it makes sense. It makes a whole lot of sense why she would mess with a guy like Tekashi 6ix9ine, because Tekashi 6ix9ine is all about vibes. He's completely different than Steph. He probably is exciting to her, and yes, that's what she needed to, get her what wet and all of that stuff.
Got him.
Come on,
and
bro.
Ultimately, the rumor is out there, and again, it could be fake. But when you're Ayesha Curry and you've been making all of these problems for yourself and for your husband, then yeah, I mean, people are likely gonna believe it, and the reason why they're going to believe it, it's your fault.
Woo!
So guys,
I ain't gonna lie, that is crazy, bro. Like, hey, I hope for Curry's sake that this isn't true, because hey, he's been through enough already. I'm not gonna lie. Free, bro. Free Curry, man. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to sub, like the video, and comment if you feel like it. Peace.